I didn't ask you this off air, but I
Pre-interview.
I didn't ask you if you could talk about this on air, but we're here on a show where it's the day after a bunch of shit is going down about Jay Leno and Conan. Do you have any comment on that?
I just went to breakfast with two comedian friends, and pretty much we spent 3 hours going off about that. So I guess my take on this would be, if anyone has read, there's a Rick Perlstein book called Nixon Land, which if anyone hasn't read it, if you want to know...
Jesse Eisenberg was in that movie, right?
Yes, he was in Nixon. Yeah, it was a great, really funny, and
that's a joke.
Kristen
Doug
Stewart
Benson
is
loves
just...
movies.
Yeah, he does. He really does love movies. Although Benson could have done it in 8 words, Scott. The kind of rise of Nixon and his sort of drive to power is weirdly parallel with Jay's, I think. It just seems to me that, and again, comedians that don't like Jay Leno now, and I'm one of them, is we're not like, oh my God, Jay Leno sucks. It's that we're so hurt and disappointed that one of the best comedians of our generation, that he was truly one of the best stand-ups,
he really was, yeah.
willfully shut that, like threw that switch off and went, no more for you guys, this.
Yeah, I want money that I'm never going to spend.
Yeah, that I'm never going to spend and I'm never going to enjoy, and a weird, like, the difference between David Letterman and Conan and Jay Leno is, what kind of boss do you want? Do you want the kind of boss that acts like everything is great and plans parties for people and is always doing these fun activities, but is also passively, aggressively kind of mean and always doing weird behind-the-scenes stuff? Or someone like David Letterman, who is the boss, it's like, I'm in a bad mood and I don't want to talk to you people, but you always know exactly. He doesn't play any games with you. He just goes, this is how it is right now, and we're just going to do the best work we can, and I'm not having a good day, and that's how we, you know what I mean? So,
or a boss like Conan O'Brien, who's nice to everybody, and
who's nice and
is having a good time.
Yeah, well, the other thing, too, here's my only take. Well, here's what I'm trying to boil this down to, and you guys will have much better takes, but
I can't wait till little Gary has his take.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
But don't jump in yet, because we don't want you to fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure it will somehow involve the group Glass Tiger and Thai cuisine. He will somehow get it all in there.
Anything with Thai in it.
Yeah. David Letterman grew up watching The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and oh my God, he so clearly loved that show. Anything you love that deeply, there are things about it that you're like, oh, but why didn't they do this, or why don't they take it to this level? So he wanted that show so that he could take it to the next level because he was inspired by it.
Right.
So for years he worked at 12:30 and worked hard and was ready to do that show. And then while David Letterman was doing his show, Conan O'Brien grew up watching David Letterman and clearly loved that show to the point that, again, anything you love that deeply, you go, oh, but couldn't they have gone this level? So couldn't wait to get the 12:30 spot to do all this even better stuff that, again, building on. And Jay Leno just wanted the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Had no plans to take it anywhere new, and no burning desire to do anything amazing with it.
Let's be
he
fair.
just wanted it.
Let's be fair. He wanted to shake people's hands down in the front row. He added that. He
Johnny
did
Carson
do that. Never did that.
And also, then he added the thing where now on his 10 o'clock show, he walks out and the people gather to him as if he
is the Messiah.
As if he's sweating a healing elixir, from his pores, so they could just wipe it off of his. It's the televangelists watch that and go, I don't have people walk at me and touch me. That's just eerie. So it is that, and again, I've met Jay Leno, and it's that thing of he's very. I hate when people say, "Well, he's always been nice to me." I don't care how nice he is to me. It's how does he treat the art form and the people that are beneath him and stuff like that. And for all I know, he treats them nice too. But it just feels like. It doesn't even feel like a bad guy winning. It feels like a guy winning that doesn't even know why he wants to win the thing.
It's like a guy who's gone through a 3-legged race just punching everyone while it happens.
Right.
And once he gets there, he's like, well, what the fuck happens now?
Yeah, and also he acts like, why isn't anyone congratulating me for winning this? It's like, well, because you were mean to everyone and you ankled everyone in the race. I mean, he got into that...
Now, is that a variety term?
Ankled?
Yeah, he ankled.
To leave your post.
Thank you, little Gary.
Little Gary. You know a lot about
Wow.
I did all the trades.
I've never heard a guy that sounds like he's a combination of excited and dying. I've never seen a guy like do that.
What is odd is when he was actually dying. He was very
more lively.
Yeah, no, I mean he was lucid.
Yeah, Buddhism helped me a lot.
I understood every single word that he said.
Yeah, that's strange. So yeah, like that's my take on the Leno thing. Is that again, it's almost like a guy. You almost want to take him aside and go, "Why do you want this so badly?"
Yeah,
because you don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Whereas Conan clearly wants the show because there are things he's dying to do with his writing staff and on the air and stuff he wants, places he wants to take the show. And then also beyond Leno and Conan and Letterman are just the people in power at NBC. What in God's name are you thinking? Like Conan started off on his 12:30 show, a little awkward, a little weird, and built this amazing thing if you just leave him alone. And he's clearly on track to do it with this show.
He's already way better than he was at 12:30.
Way better than he was at 12:30. So just keep hands off. Just let it go.
Now, you're on the Jay Leno show on Monday, correct?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wanted to give him something to talk about. I don't want to have just one of those dead interviews. So this will give us a lot of we'll have a lot of meat.
Don't go off the cards.
Yeah.
All right. So.